This is a $38 backpack that you can buy on Amazon that's designed for the Steam Deck and for the Switch or the Switch Lite, the Switch OLED, etc. It's actually pretty nice. It was sent to me by the manufacturer, which is a company called Anapro. They're out of China, and it's got a cool look to it. It's like three-dimensional hard shell. And of course, whenever I'm looking at backpacks, I want something that's going to actually secure the things that I'm traveling with. Sometimes when I go on a trip, I want to take my laptop, so I have a bigger backpack. But this backpack is kind of new for me. It's something that I can pretty confidently take with me on smaller trips. Like for example, I'm going camping this weekend with the family. I don't want to take my laptop. It's going to be a work-free weekend, but I do want to take some video games. So when I look at all the different things that I can take, you know, I've got a Switch Lite, I've got an OLED Switch, I've got my iPad, which I might want to take for entertainment, and then of course, the big deck. So if I'm going to take my big deck, I need it to be secure. I could use the hard shell case that came with it, but then I've got to carry two different bags. So what if I want to take the Steam Deck and maybe the iPad and then one of these two devices, and also take with me a power adapter? One single USB-C could charge any of these devices. So I got to make a choice. And when these guys reached out, I thought, okay, this is perfect. I've got this trip coming up. Let's see what we can do. Now, I actually haven't tried this yet, so you're gonna see it live on camera. And I guess if it doesn't work out, you'll never see the video. But I think it's going to work out. So, Steam Deck, try to slide it in here. Okay, right away I noticed it's kind of tight, right? So the analog stick is getting pressed, and I don't like that. Slide it in. This is what we call a tight fit, folks. I can wrap the padding around it, pull the Velcro through. Okay, that fits. It technically fits. And then covering this exposed part would be the hard shell, so far I'm okay with it. But if I also want to take my iPad, what's this going to do to my protection? Now it does have a double zipper, so you can really get to this narrow part and stretch the front of the case forward, which is really helpful. Now here in the front of the case, I have a number of different pouches. These are not well protected pouches, so I imagine they're really just for power adapters, but whatever you put here is going to affect what's over here, right? When it shuts. And notice the pressure of just moving this caused the Velcro to come undone. Now this pressure over time, which is something I think you're only gonna have with a device as large and thick as a Steam Deck, this is eventually going to wear out. Maybe it lasts you 2 years, in which case $38 well spent. Maybe it won't. So I'm taking my iPad, I'm gonna shove it in here. By the way, this is not in any way advertised for being iPad friendly, but it works. Now if I were to close this, yeah, this is not something I feel good about. The analog stick is bumping up right against the iPad. So it's time to make a choice. Do I wanna take the iPad and the Steam Deck, or do I wanna take my Big Daddy Switch and the Steam Deck? Can I get the Switch in here? No, that's not going to work. I could get it in here, but it's not protected, and then of course we have this problem as before. There is a zipper area here, so I could slide the Switch in through this. Oh, this is really narrow. This is a small pocket. You can see my fingers only go in at about 3 inches. So this might be for headphones, something like that. All right, so now can I get the tiny little Switch Lite to fit in here? Keep in mind, I haven't even gotten to the power adapters yet. Yeah, that's a tight fit. Okay, so here's what I think I'll end up doing. I think the Steam Deck is going to stay home, but my SWOLED I'll put right here. Now with the Switch OLED or SWOLED here, we have additional space. So thank goodness there is this elastic Velcro wrapped cover here that I can, or a strap that I can use to secure this Switch into the pouch. I have a little extra room, so I'm not too worried about things pressing up against it when I close this thing shut. Since I have the SWOLED, I won't need the Switch Lite, but I am going to need power adapter. But I really want to take my iPad. So without the Steam Deck and now going to the smaller Switch, can I get the iPad in here and feel good about it? And the answer is absolutely. There's give, there's room, there's elastic. I'm feeling good about this setup. I don't think my Switch is going to get damaged. I, of course, could rotate it around this way, but maybe the best thing to do would be to use something like this microfiber cloth. Now, I use my Switch OLED without a glass screen protector. I know. But if you notice, the Switch Lite had one, and my original Switch has one too. But I just don't want, this Switch OLED is such a beautiful screen. I just don't want any interference, any layers of anything on top of it. So I could put this microfiber cloth in here and then strap it shut. I feel pretty good about this iPad being in here. Now the power adapter. Again, this power adapter, it's a Nintendo Switch power adapter. It can charge the OLED Switch and it can charge the iPad, so I'm not worried about it. There we go. It's in. It's in decently well. Now I can wrap it shut. And I'm done. There we go. Overall, I'd say this weighs maybe 6 pounds. It's not super heavy with these two devices, or actually 2 devices and a heavy power brick in there. It also has this hard shell case I mentioned before, so I'm feeling pretty good about it withstanding a little bit of a drop or that pressure of being in the truck and bouncing up against a suitcase or maybe the kids' toys or something. There's also this padding on the back, so I feel good about that there. And it has this messenger bag strap, and a handlebar too. So when it comes time for me to take this out of the truck and I have to carry all the luggage, all I have to do is take this, wrap it over my shoulder just like any other messenger bag, and now I'm hands-free to lift all the other things that I have to carry. One more thing I'll mention about this actually really nice messenger bag, I'm super happy with this, is there is an opening. So if you want to put your phone in here and then run your headphones, wired headphones through it, you can. But generally these days people are using Bluetooth or AirPods or something like that if they can get their hands on it. So this thing typically retails for $42 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description of the video. It is on sale for $37.79, and then there's a 5% off coupon as well. Now I don't get any money for this. I don't get a cut or anything like that. People send me things. Sometimes I review them, sometimes I don't. I was feeling pretty good about this when I took it out of the box. So yeah, I decided to do a raw video here, and you can see how I was able to pack at least some of the things I wanted to pack and feel pretty good about that. There's one more thing I'll throw in here. Headphones. Where am I gonna put the headphones? I could put them here so that they rub up against, yeah, that's doable. We're gonna go with that. Okay, Anapro, thanks for sending this over for review. I think this is pretty solid. Link in the description, let me know what you think about it. It's a solid bag for just 38 bucks. All right, cheers.